I know that I haven't come correct, and I can no longer deny the truth of how unfair and dishonest I've been, not just to you, but also to myself. I've been deceptive, and I own that. I've hidden behind half-truths, silence, and avoidance, especially when it comes to my feelings and the situation I've been in. I haven't had the courage to face my own fears, let alone offer you the truth and vulnerability you deserved. The weight of that has stayed with me, and it's something I can't ignore anymore. I want you to know that I am trying. I really am. But I also understand that, at this point, you don't owe me anything, not your belief, not your forgiveness, not even your time. I've wronged you, and I know that deeply. I accept the consequences of my choices, even if they mean I lose you. It took me far too long to see the reality of who you are and what we shared. At the time, I didn't understand it. I didn't believe in all this talk about soulmates, divine connections, or the kind of love that shakes you to your core. I thought we just had an intense attraction, something physical, something fleeting. But it wasn't fleeting, was it? It lingered. It grew. It stayed with me, even in your absence. Still, I ran from it. I dismissed it because it scared me. I didn't allow myself to go deeper, to learn, to understand, to feel. I didn't do the work. I avoided everything that would have required me to change. And in doing that, I failed not only you, but myself. I've let down a lot of people in my life, but letting you down is the one I regret the most. You saw something in me that I couldn't see in myself. You loved me when I didn't even know how to love myself. I've spent most of my life living a lie. I've built my world around appearances, accumulating the job, the house, the money, the status, thinking those things would give me worth or make me whole. But they didn't. And they still don't. None of it means anything anymore. All the things I once chased feel empty now. What I truly want, what I finally see matters, is connection, real, honest, soul-deep connection. And what I had with you was exactly that. I see it now, but it took losing you to finally understand. It's not easy for me to talk about this. Every time I try to reach out to you, to call, to send a message, I get this lump in my throat. My hands freeze. The fear takes over. I wonder what you'll say. Will you respond? Will you shut me out? Do I even deserve to hear your voice again? After all the hurt I caused, is it even fair of me to want that? To hope for another chance? These are the questions that torment me. I see your messages when you send them. I read every word, and sometimes they bring me to tears. I don't respond, not because I don't care, but because I don't know what to say. It feels like anything I could say would fall short. No words could undo the silence I've kept, the pain I've caused, or the love I've left hanging. And still, you continued to show up with patience, compassion, and unwavering love. You gave more than I ever asked for, and far more than I deserved. Right now, my life feels like a storm I can't quite navigate. Everything is chaotic, internally and externally. I'm trying to rebuild, to face my shadows, to take accountability for the ways I've hurt others and myself. But the last thing I want is to pull you into this mess. That's why I've been quiet. It's not indifference, it's protection, in a strange way. I didn't want to involve you in the chaos I created. I thought staying away was the least I could do, the one act of love I had left in me. But I miss you. I miss you in ways I can't articulate. Your presence was a light in my life, a guiding force, even when I didn't recognize it as such. You saw through the mask I wore. You touched something deeper in me than anyone ever has. And now, in the silence, I hear echoes of you in everything. In music, in memories, in the small, quiet moments of the day. You're still there. Thank you for being that light. Thank you for loving me at my worst. I don't know where this road will take me, or if I'll ever be worthy of a second chance with you. But I want you to know that I carry you with me every step of the way. I'm healing, I'm learning, and I'm changing. Not because I think it will win you back, but because you inspired me to finally face the truth and become the man I was always meant to be. If I could turn back time and do it differently, I would. But for now, all I can offer you is my honesty, my remorse, and my hope that one day, maybe, you'll see me again, not as the man who ran, but as the man who returned, whole. I am consumed by an overwhelming desire to unburden my soul, to release the weight of my hidden truths, and to finally confess the secrets I have long kept buried from you. This burden has grown too heavy to carry in silence. There was a time when I convinced myself that I could find solace, peace, and even happiness in the arms of others. I believed I was searching for something more, something better, chasing illusions and shadows. But I see now, with painful clarity, that I was devastatingly mistaken. What I thought was greener grass turned out to be nothing but a barren wasteland. I was lured by fleeting fantasies, by the shallow promise of excitement, attention, and temporary bliss. In the process, I lost something real, something irreplaceable, you. I made grave and unforgivable errors, blinded by my foolishness and my desire to escape my own restlessness. I rejected the one person who offered me a love that was pure, profound, and deeply rooted in understanding. I turned away from a connection that many search for their whole lives and never find. And now, I am left with the bitter taste of regret and the suffocating weight of karma's judgment. In my pride and ignorance, I once spoke of our love to anyone who would listen. I boasted about you, about us, to friends, colleagues, even strangers. I wore your love like a badge of honor, claiming my fortune in having someone as remarkable as you by my side, someone who loved me unconditionally, who saw through my flaws and still chose to stay. I thought I was invincible, untouchable in the glow of your affection. But in my arrogance, I failed to see the damage I was causing. I took you for granted. I assumed you'd always be there, no matter what. And now, I am haunted by memories of my selfishness and the pain I inflicted. You were the sunshine that illuminated the darkest corners of my world. Your presence brought warmth, clarity, and a sense of peace I didn't know I needed until it was gone. And I, in my ignorance, extinguished that light. Blinded by the allure of wealth, success, and superficial distractions, I lost sight of what truly mattered. I let my ego drive me toward destruction, prioritizing empty pleasures over the richness of love. I chased validation from strangers while ignoring the one person who truly understood me. True love, I now understand, is life's only constant. It is the anchor that holds us steady when everything else falls apart. And I had it. I had you. My heart is now heavy with remorse, and tears fall freely as I confront the painful truth of your absence. The fear of having lost you forever is more than I can bear. You are not just someone I loved, you are my soulmate, my missing piece, my everything. No one has ever seen me the way you do, accepted me so fully, flaws and all. With you, I was safe. I was home. Your love has the power to heal what the world has broken in me. Only your presence can fill the hollow ache that grows louder in your absence. I miss you more deeply than words can express. I miss your warmth, the way your arms wrapped around me and made me feel like everything would be okay. I miss your voice, the sound of it calming the storm inside me. I miss your laughter, your joy, and your radiant smile that could brighten even my darkest days. I long for the comfort of your embrace and the security I once felt when I was with you. Now, all I have are memories. And those memories torment me, memories of my lies, of my silence, of the moments I rejected your love without realizing what I was throwing away. I pushed you away, watching helplessly as you slipped through my fingers like sand, and I did nothing to stop it. Karma has delivered its lesson with a harsh hand, and I am humbled, brought to my knees by its power. I understand now. I understand the magnitude of what I lost. And now, it is I who yearns. I ache for your messages, for the sound of your name lighting up my phone, for the small moments of connection we once shared. Every day, I check in vain, hoping for a sign that you might still think of me, still miss me, still care. Where are you, my love? Do you still feel even the faintest spark of what we once had? I am lost without you, adrift in a sea of guilt and longing. I would give anything, everything, to turn back time, to undo the harm I caused, to hold you close and never let go. Please, I beg of you, take me back into your heart. Let me show you the depth of my remorse and the sincerity of my love. Let me rebuild what I shattered. I promise to cherish you, to honor you, and to never take your love for granted again. You are my beginning and my end, and life without you is a hollow echo of what it once was. I miss you more than words can say, and I love you more than I ever knew I could.